Hi guys, Kelly Wright with Peace, Love, and Wellness, bringing you a beginner yoga flow today. So if you'll join me on your mat, you can start in a seated position. You're gonna root in through those sit bones and begin to find length all the way up the spine, softening the shoulders, down away from the ears, taking a nice big breath into the belly. And exhale, letting all stress, tension, just letting it melt off into the floor as you exhale. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Nice big inhale. Exhale, let go. Last one, nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Good. From here, we're just gonna drop our right ear over to the right shoulder. And maybe you wanna rock your head, yes, just a little bit. And then we're gonna draw that left ear over to the left shoulder, big circle around. And then we're gonna slowly move right to left, half circles. Taking your time. Good, drawing the chin to the chest and then lifting the gaze. We're gonna take our thumbs to our shoulders and then inhale, lifting those arms up. Exhaling halfway down, we're gonna cross one arm over in front of the other and giving ourselves a nice big hug. We're gonna drop our chin to our chest and just breathe 3 deep breaths here. Releasing the hands back out to the side and dropping the fingertips down. Our left hand is going to reach up and we're going to stretch through the side body. We're going to find length through the side of the body here. Stretching, trying to keep the arm as straight as possible. If we bend the elbow, we lose that lengthen. So try to extend the arm straight and then you can fold as it's available. Stretch those fingertips nice and wide. Got to stretch through the palm and back of the hand as well. Good, as we exhale, we're going to draw back to center, finding that length through the spine, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears, and then we're going to take it to the other side, reaching up and over across the body with the right hand. Stretch the fingertips wide. Inhale, come back to center. Good, finding length through that spine, still rooting through those sit bones, feeling nice and grounded at this point. We're gonna inhale those arms up over the head, and we're gonna take a spinal twist. So we're gonna drop that left hand over to the right knee, keeping a nice tall spine as we twist to the right. Try not to cave through the shoulders here. Keep that heart lifted, spine tall. And we're just starting out, so we're gonna be very gentle with our twists. We're not gonna force and try to twist too deeply, just so that we feel that twist and a gentle stretch. On our next exhale, we're gonna come back to center, bring those arms up over the head, and we're gonna twist to the left side. Right hand to left knee. On the next exhale, come back to center, arms up over the head. Exhale, halfway down. And let's switch out the arms this time. Opposite one underneath. Drop the chin, tuck the chin to the chest. 3 breaths. Good, release those arms out to the side. We're gonna find our way into a tabletop position. So coming onto our hands and knees, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, fingertips spread wide, not pushing the weight into the wrists, but shifting it forward into the palms and fingertips. Spiral the elbows inward. And we're going to begin our cat-cow flow. So we're just going to drop our belly, lifting our tailbone up, and then lifting our gaze up. And we're going to hold here for 2 breaths. Exhale, we're going to round through the spine. So we're going to lift that belly button in and up as we tuck the pelvis, tuck the chin, and gaze at the belly button, holding here for 2 breaths. Now we're going to flow through these 2 poses, cat and cow, connecting breath to movement, inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, rounding through. 3 more times. Returning to our tabletop, we're going to bring our big toes together. You can keep the knees as they are or walk them out wider than the hips. Drop the tailbone back and lower the chest and forehead down to the floor. If your forehead doesn't comfortably come all the way down, you can bring the hands underneath it or a pillow or a blanket. Find that breath. Rediscover the breath, breathing deep down into the belly. Exhale, releasing tension and tightness. Extend the hands back out, lift the gaze, and shift the weight forward. Bring the knees under the hip bones if you move them. And from here, we're going to come into our half plank position, our modified side plank. So we're going to just open up to that right side. We swing that left foot out as we open up to the right side. And we're going to reach that right hand up high, lift the hip nice and high. Option to stay right here, or you can lift that right leg up as well. Belly button is pulled in and up, engaging the core for balance and support. 1 more breath here. If the toes are up, slowly lower them down. And we're going to take it over to the other side. So we place that right hand down, swing the left foot back. And we're going to switch it out. So right foot swings to the side, and we open up to the left side. Option to stay here, or you can lift that left heel up. Exhale, slowly lower the foot down. Return back to our tabletop position and take 1 cat-cow flow here. Good, we're gonna just walk our hands forward as we slowly lower the pelvis down towards the floor, coming into our Sphinx pose. Elbows are under the shoulder bones, or if that's too intense, you can walk them out further in front of the shoulder bones. Let the pelvis and the tops of the legs sink into the floor. Lift the heart and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Find your breath. Good. Slowly lower the chest all the way down. Stack the hands and release the forehead. Taking just a moment to allow the spine to return to its normal curvature. Good. Lift the gaze and bring the hands out to the sides of the body. Here we're going to work on our back muscles just a little bit. Strengthen them up to help prevent any back pain. Our arms stay out in line with the shoulders, and we're going to keep our feet on the floor. We're just going to lift our chest and our arms as we keep our gaze right down in front of us, and we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good, we're just going to bring our arms at 90 degrees. Elbows 90 degrees, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to inhale, lifting up for 3 breaths. We're going to hold here. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Exhale, slowly lower down. And then we're going to bring our arms straight out in front of us. Same thing, inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Same thing, keep the arms right where they're at. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Draw those elbows down. Arms at 90 degrees. Inhale, lift up. 3 breaths. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good, extend those arms straight out. Inhale, lift up. 3 breaths. Exhale, lower down. Good, draw those hands under the shoulders. Lift the tailbone up and back. Let's take our 1 cat-cow flow here. Good, from here we're going to find our way up to a standing position. You can come into a down dog, inhaling up, or you can just step up to the top of your mat. Arms come up over the head, exhale, the hands to heart center. Good, we're going to inhale the arms up, exhale, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat back, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the weight even in the feet, don't sink back in the heels. Let the head hang nice and heavy. We're going to bend the knees as we inhale. Engaging the core, we're lifting up to our chair pose. Tuck the tailbone for a nice flat back. Engage the core by pulling the navel in and up. And then exhale, lower those hands down, palms facing forward, and we're gonna send them behind us, engaging the traps. And we're just gonna pulse those hands back. For 3, 2, 1. Scoop them up. Inhale, staying in our chair, arms lifting up. And then we're going to straighten through the legs, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Let that head hang heavy. Inhale, find a nice flat back, find length through the spine. And then go ahead and hinge, folding forward, taking it deeper if it's available. Inhale, flat back. We're keeping the right sole of the foot completely flat on the floor. We're just bending through that right knee. So we're not lifting our heel, the entire foot staying flat, bending through the knee with a nice flat back. And then we're going to take it over to the other side. Straighten through the right leg, bend through the left knee. Good, and then we're going to connect this breath to our movement, switching out. If you want, you can continue to do this, hinging at the hips, letting the head hang heavy. Working out the outer hip joints, outer hip muscles. Couple more times on each side. Good. Wherever you're at, we're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, and we're going to step the feet back, lowering down to our knees, elbows spiraling in, fingertips spread wide. Keeping the elbows hugged into the body, we're going to lower all the way down and coming back into our Sphinx position. Heart lifting, shoulders drawing down. Find your breath. Slowly lower all the way down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, lift the tailbone up and back. Big toes together, knees wider than hips. Let's take it back for a child's pose. Inhale, lift the gaze, begin to shift that weight forward. We're gonna walk our knees towards the wrists, and we're gonna find our way onto our seat, bringing our legs out in front of us. We're gonna sit nice and tall, taking a few deep breaths here in staff pose. Shoulders are stacked over the hips, so we're not slouching over or leaning back. Shoulders are nice and stacked, tall spine, belly button pulling in and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, use the hands. Breathe as you transition back up. Take the hand under that lower right thigh, pull the heel up towards you. And we're just gonna take our left arm and we're going to wrap it around for one more spinal twist. Exhale back to center. Release that right foot and then bring that left knee up towards the body. Right arm comes up and circles around that knee. As you find a twist through the spine, you'll notice now that your body's a little warm. The twist might be easier. You might be able to take it a little further, still listening to our bodies here. Exhale, come back to center. Good. You can walk your way to your back, or you can use a little core, slowly lowering your back all the way down to the floor. Good. Pulling both heels in towards the glutes. We're going to root those shoulder blades into the floor, and we're going to take that right ankle, placing it above the right knee. We can stay here, or we can reach for the back of that left thigh. If to reach, you have to bring your shoulders up off the ground. Make sure that you place them back down. If that's not available, you can use a towel or a scarf to keep the shoulders rooted as you pull the thigh towards the chest. You can flex the right foot or both feet to support the kneecaps. Breathe into that right hip space, right glute. You can extend that left foot up and circle out the ankle, switching directions. Good, bend the knee, pull that thigh closer. One last deep breath into that hip space. And as you exhale, go ahead and slowly release the foot down. And we're gonna switch it out to the other side. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Option to stay right here if this feels like it's enough of a stretch and opening through that hip. Otherwise, you can draw the right thigh towards the chest. Breathing into that hip space, finding ease with each exhale. Shoulders rooted into the floor. Go ahead and extend that right leg, circling out one way. And then the other. Bending the knee, squeezing the thigh towards the chest even further if it's available. And exhale, release the foot down. Good, bring both feet to the outer edges of the mat. Allow the knees to knock in towards each other. Bring the arms out to the sides of the body. Take a moment to feel the effects of the practice. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling emotionally, physically, spiritually. You can heel toe those feet back in, extending one leg and then the other, taking a few moments for final relaxation, allowing the body to absorb the movement, the stretching that you just did. Good, you can pull the heels in, rolling over to the side and making your way up when you're ready. That was our beginner yoga flow. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Give us some likes or shoot us a comment. Thank you guys for your support. Much peace, love, and wellness to you.